So over the past couple of months or so, VTubers have been having a big issue in regards to YouTube and their moderation. Now, again, it's been a pretty bad time for many, and it kind of like depends on exactly what kind of content you're doing, whether it's, something to do with a VTuber model, whether it's something to do with copyright and music. It could literally be anything. And obviously one person that we've covered being affected by a lot of the kind of YouTube moderation systems and how pretty bad they are is Kureiji Ollie from hololive. Now, again, this was a pretty ridiculous situation that we covered about almost a month ago, and it seems like now it has still not been fixed, and it keeps on just getting worse for Ollie. Now, if you don't know, obviously this was the original post that came out, obviously saying, I, Kureiji Ollie, would like to apologize to Kureiji Ollie, the rightful owner of the song Kureiji for You. And yeah, obviously ended up getting taken down. The stream ended up getting taken down, and I'm pretty sure it was like a 10-hour live stream where it would play her song on repeat, right? And again, she owns it, it's her song, everything is all owned by her, but obviously it ended up getting taken down, saying this video has been removed for violating YouTube's community guidelines, which I think is pretty interesting, right? Because of course it did say YouTube's community guidelines rather than this was copyrighted, but again, I don't know why this was taken down. I don't know why they decided to do it. Again, a lot of people kind of, obviously Ollie seems to think that it was because of copyright, because, saying, I would like to apologize to Kureiji Ollie, the rightful owner of this song, Kureiji for You. It seems to be a copyright issue, but for some reason YouTube put YouTube community guidelines. I don't know why. But again, obviously a lot of people said, if I had a nickel for every time a Holo ID gets a copyright on their own strike on their own channel, I'd have 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird this happened twice. And obviously, yeah, a lot of people just making memes out of it, saying, I can't be Ollie would, sorry, it can't be Ollie would, I can't believe, what are they trying to say? I can't be Ollie would do that to Ollie. I think they're trying to say, I can't believe Ollie would do that to Ollie. Saying, the AI YouTube is so freaking off base, the song owner is the one getting struck. And yeah, that is 100% true. But it seems like we have an update on this now, obviously, as we covered this in the last video. But this is now the update where she just puts 2 clown emojis. And this is the warning for her thing, right? And it says, policy third-party content. So it does seem to be some kind of copyright thing. That is the reason why they have taken it down. Now, it doesn't seem like there's been a copyright strike, though. Again, it doesn't seem like there's like a specific company that is striking this down. They just said third-party content and left it at that, right? But yes, this 10-hour loop, Kureiji for You by Kureiji Ollie, and then it says here, training completed, which is usually you have to fill out like a form saying, don't do this, don't do that, and kind of telling them that you're a formed member of YouTube society and you will not do that ever again. And then they'll let you have your account back or whatever, or let you, off or whatever. And then it says, yeah, appeal rejected April 2nd. So I'm assuming she only just found out that it was rejected. That's why she's uploading it literally in the last couple of days or so. But yeah, they've managed to reject her appeal, which means, usually you would expect that means that a human would go and look at this, right? But I don't even think that's the case, right? They use a lot of AI now for, the initial moderation, which of course, can be a little bit of a mixed bag, right? Sometimes it's all right for like, initial kind of things, but appeals 100% need to be checked by humans, right? I think that is one of the things that definitely needs to be checked by humans and kind of confirmed by humans that the AI did a good job, rather than having an AI checking over another AI's work, because of course they're gonna agree with the other AI, right? So again, I do think it is pretty crazy. That's how things are now on YouTube, right? You could just get immediately rejected just because yeah, you can't speak to a human. Now, if it was a human that looked at this, I don't even know how they managed to do this if it was a human that actually rejected this appeal, right? Again, as far as I know, I just think it is another AI, but damn, if that was a human, they are stupid beyond belief. They're saying, is it a claim by someone else? Like, did YouTube do it automatically? Could it be someone else that's trying to steal your revenue? And again, that could be true, but it says third-party content here rather than like copyright, which usually I'm pretty sure it would say copyright. But again, it says third-party content. So I think it's YouTube saying we think it's copyrighted, but we don't know who it belongs to, because obviously it belongs to Ollie, which I think is crazy. So that's what you get when your whole website is moderated by robots. bro, this is literally talking about your song and it's uploaded in your channel. What is this talking about? Which again, yeah, it's completely right, right? A lot of people are not happy about this because she owns the song, right? It's her song. She's decided to put a 10-hour loop on it. We obviously discussed, you know, in the last video, maybe YouTube doesn't like 10-hour loops. Maybe they don't like 24/7 kind of content or whatever like that, which I think, you know, maybe is understandable. But from the look of the policy, from the look of exactly what they have warned her for, it is not because of that, right? Obviously, it would have told her if it was because of that, and it isn't, right? And I don't think it should have been anyways. But, you know, it just says third-party content, just, you know, trying to say that, hey, someone owns this content. We don't know who it is, even though Ollie is literally the one that owns it, right? Saying, you're not mad at me, right? The question is, that voice says you're not mad. Said, at Team YouTube, can you help with this insanity? Her own song is blocking her stream that contained it. Can a human being please check this and fix it? Saying they rejected your own video because they claimed it on your behalf. That is so stupid, man. And yeah, that's how I think I see it. Now, again, maybe there is someone that claimed it, but it seems like YouTube are claiming it on people's behalves rather than waiting for someone to actually copyright claim it themselves, right? So do you need to contact YouTube on Twitter? For some reason, they have no proper support, but tagging them on Twitter is how to get a hold of them. Which, yeah, again, it's such a stupid way of doing things, right? Tagging someone publicly on Twitter as a big creator. I mean, it's just kind of embarrassing for YouTube, no? You know, I think it's such a stupid way to get support. Why not just create like a little, like, something or other that you could just like kind of talk to and sort out in private, right? Because else, if you've got all of these people, all of these big creators, right, especially whenever a big creator with millions of followers and subscribers and whatever has a problem, and it's a pretty bad problem, right, they could, you know, if you did have a system in place, privately message, you know, whatever, you know, wherever they can go, right, and they will get it sorted, right? But in this case now, in terms of how Team YouTube kind of handle their support cases, you have to publicly call them out on Twitter and be like, hey, you're doing this wrong. This isn't right. And it will get millions of views sometimes due to the fact of this creator being very popular and them having an issue, and you just make your company look bad, right? You know, is that really the like most optimal way? Because not only doesn't it doesn't help the people that are obviously having the issues, the YouTubers that are having these issues, right? Because, you know, nobody wants to have to do this over on Twitter. But it also doesn't help YouTube in a sense because you have to call them out to get their attention, right? Every single time you have to call them out like publicly on Twitter, saying you guys are running a terrible platform and you haven't done this, this, and this, and this, and this, right? And it's just a horrible way of kind of managing a support system, right? People say, why did you reject your appeal, Ollie? Then ClownTube on a winning streak today. Yeah. So all of these people are very, very confused, saying, you know, why have they done this? You know, oh, geez, the circus of a platform. And it is pretty stupid how this has managed to got to this point, in the sense of this is Kureiji Ollie's song. You know, she's playing it on her own stream because it is her song. She made it. It's got her, well, I don't know how much she made of it, but of course she's on it. It's owned by her. And of course, yeah, now it is being taken down from her own channel, which I think is just crazy. And I just find it so stupid that kind of, you know, not hololive, a YouTuber doing this on, you know, her behalf when she doesn't even want this to be done, right? And I wonder how many more people they're doing this to as well. But yeah, I mean, that is essentially all there is with this situation. I just kind of want to keep you guys up to date with what was going on because, again, I thought it was pretty crazy that this situation is still going on and still hasn't been fixed. Hopefully, Ollie can find a, you know, a fix to this in the future. But yeah, that's what I got for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, go to GameStop, use my code Kazza, get 10% off again. They've got a ton of really cool stuff over there. Definitely recommend checking it out. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.